It's Monday morning. It's Blu-ray DVD release day, and we're going to go into Bromley, take a look in HMV, see what they've got in CEX, see what's out. Let's go. The rain came down this morning. I was up about, I think it was about 4:30, drove my wife to work, and it was pelting down with rain. Seriously, it was mental, but there we go. So anyway, so I'm in Bromley now, but first of all, I'd like to thank Rob and Lee. Rob over at Robber Fett's Bounty. I was on their live stream last night. Fantastic. It was only went on for about an hour and a half, but really good fun, so thank you for hosting that and having me on. I'll leave a link to that live stream in the description below if you want to go and watch it. Talking about film and all that sort of thing, obviously. So, yeah, go check that out. So it's not yet 9 o'clock. Here's the comic shop. Man's still there. Obviously the shutters are down. Bromley Picture House, Haunted Mansion, Gran Turismo, not really interested in either of them. Never been in there. Like the architecture on that building there. I think I might go HMV first, see what's in there, and then come round to CEX. It's only them two ports of call today. Yeah. Havet. It's a Turkish restaurant. I have eaten in there once. The food was lovely. But after about an hour of eating it, I sat on the toilet. It was very rich, very greasy, and that grease just runs straight through me now. I have to avoid greasy foods. Like you really wanted to know that. Crystal Palace shop. Okay, so there's HMV in front of us and the doors are open. So let's go in and let's take a look. Okay, let's see their front plinth first. And there's absolutely nothing new on it. Super Mario Brothers. Not seen the film. It's in the 2 for 25. That's the Blu-ray. John Wick there. DVD 2 for 16. There was nothing there. Let's have a look around here. Dungeons and Dragons. Here's a film that I actually switched off. I didn't like it. There's Avatar. I haven't got that. 1923. I will have to pick this up at some point. I certainly will. And there we go. Renfield there. 2 for 22 on the Blu-ray. 2 for 16 on the DVD. Pope's Exorcist. Pearl down there. Pope's Exorcist we didn't get a Blu-ray of. I just missed Babylon 5. I think Babylon 5s were there and I walked right past them. That's one of the items I wanted today. Yeah, and I do believe that I said later on in the video that they weren't on show. I didn't see them. Couldn't see the trees for the forest, as they say. So here's a 4K section, but again, these are like the trending 4Ks. There's Enter the Dragon, 1999, Bruce Lee. $24.99, that's for Thingamajig. Avatar there, 4K. 25 quid, and below it that Scream, which is in the 2 for 30 it looks like, and that's the one with the art cards. Not that I've got that film either. Here we have some offers on some films. £9.99 on Wakanda Forever, £6.99 on the Blu-ray of For Love and Thunder. Oh look, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. 55 quid for the complete set. I do have a German version of that. Just having a look at some of their collectible stuff here. There's some plush characters down the bottom. These are all their figures. Marvel figures. There's a Christmas C-3PO, Christmas themed C-3PO. What If Tony Stark, Zombie Iron Man. Howard the Duck there. Sentry. So that was HMV. 2 new releases picked up. One was a DVD, something that hasn't got a Blu-ray release. I don't really need it on Blu-ray, but yes. So let's have a look in the entertainment. That was just a quick look in the entertainer, but I did actually pick up 2 small items, which obviously we'll take a look at when we get back. I might have a quick look in game, see what's in there. Blimey. The escalator was going slow and then sped up a bit before I stepped on it. I wonder if that's... no, that makes sense. Game is just there in front of me. Okay, so that was game. I only primarily went in there to look at the Masters of the Universe figures. They only had Scare Glow, unfortunately, which was a character that I've already got as a figure. I don't buy them full price. I wait till sale prices occur and that. And game is quite a good place to pick them up cheap. But now we're going to go in CEX. Just up there next to Burger King. And here we are. Good old CEX. Here we are at the A's. Agent Carter. £2. Good price for a decent Marvel series. Black phone there. I enjoyed that film. Avatar, £2. That's the first one. I think that was the 3D edition. And a battered Casino Royale. Battered 2 pieces. 2 guns. Blues Brothers, £2. Great film. £2 on this 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street box set. £8 on the Aliens box set. I can't believe some of these prices, to be honest. Very cheap. Great time to start collecting, if you know, when you consider the sort of prices that some of us long-term collectors would have paid back in the day. Dark Knight Returns parts 1 and 2. Batman versus Robin. Batman Cape Crusaders, voiced by Adam West and Burt Ward. Someone's traded in a lot of Batmans, it would seem. 12 Years a Slave there. On the old Adventures of Robin Hood. The Boys, season 3. Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Long Halloween, part 1. See all these Batmans. Boardwalk Empire, fantastic TV show. Very cheap as well. Nucky Thompson. That was a good programme. Lasted 5 seasons. And here we have, what do we have here? Narnia, not my cup of tea. Captain America Civil War, £1.50. Camp Crystal Lake. That's the documentary of Friday the 13th. There's a few cocaine bears there as well. Dr. Sleep, good sequel to The Shining. Nowhere near as good as The Shining, don't get me wrong, but it was a decent film in its own right. But The Shining is a classic. Cover reprinted on Legends of Tomorrow there. Expendables, Edward Scissorhands. Hate the Bottom Shelves. Effects Murder by Illusion. Ghost Shark, £2. That's gone up since I picked it up. I do have it somewhere actually. Good Will Hunting, great film. G.I. Joe, Gladiator. The Hunt, obviously a documentary of some description. Hancock there. I don't know if I've got Hancock in the collection or not. House set, cover reprinted on that. Now they do have a lot of steelbooks in this store, but they're all behind the counter. And they're all set out by price, so they go in order of cheapness to most expensive. Imitation Game, Honey 2 and Honey. I think Jessica Alba's in the first one. Heart of the Sea, which is the story that inspired Moby Dick. The movie of the story that inspired Moby Dick. Keith Lemon. Kelly Brook. I like Kelly Brook. But I wouldn't watch that because of Keith Lemon. Here's a copy of Jaws. I've never seen these little holographic logos that says genuine on it or something like that. Jay and Silent Bob reboot there. 10 quid on that. Oh, here's the Chucky documentary. Living with Chucky. I still got to get Never Sleep Again. What's this? I want to pick it. Legend. I don't know. Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Nikita. Season 2, that is. Maggie Q. Lasted 4 seasons. 2 copies of Megan there. No slips. Magnificent 7. Marriage Story. Great film. With Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. Seriously, it was a decent film. Where are we? The P's? What's this? Poltergeist Collection. Planet of the Apes there. Platoon, Pulp Fiction. Here's another great TV show. Lasted 5 seasons. Jim Caviezel. Person of Interest. The best non-Batman TV show. It's like Batman, but without Batman. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, classic. Red State from Kevin Smith. I don't have Red State. It's Superman, look. £35. Battered Slip. They do hold their price, these animated DC TV shows. Strange World. Nice slip on it as well. And the S's. Yes. Just scanning along. Tease. Tin Star TV show, never watched it. I think I tried the first episode, I gave up. It was boring me. Not to say that it didn't become something good. This was a good price. Western Collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films in it, as you can see. It was like £6 or something. And I think I'm going to sneeze any minute now. I paused recording my voice for the sneezes, don't worry. Justice League, Zack Snyder's. What's that? Willy Wonka, great film. And The Young Ones, Blu-ray TV series. Complete. and uncut. And this is their 4K section. All forward facing, so they haven't really got a great deal there. As you can see. And there we are at the end. So CEX, and I actually bought a few items in there. I got rid of my vouchers. I had an extravagant spend, where I actually bought a steelbook that cost me £35. I did look on eBay first, and they're on there for about 70, 80 quid. So we'll have a look at that when we get back. But it looks like I'm going to need these umbrellas because, I don't know, there's a few spits in the air. And this is a neurodiversity umbrella project. So for people with issues, shall we say. I have about 15 minutes left on the car. I only put an hour on it, so I'm going to head straight back there. Now, on the way home, I've got to stop in Dunelm to pick up some curtains for the bedroom that I've been decorating, and I'm going to look in at B&M as well, because Chris over at Cyphersigma Screentime asked me to look for some certain Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures that they do in there, that he's seen appearing in some of their stores. Go and check out his channel while we're here. I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. Great guy. And I am doing a live with him on Sunday, coming on his channel, discussing DC and their brand. I will link that on my channel closer to the time. Let's keep an eye out for that. Okay, so I have been a bit naughty. I stopped and had a McDonald's breakfast. But you don't need to see me eating that. So there we have Dunelm. I've got to go and pick up some curtains for the room. And just there we have B&M. So I'll go and B&M first, see if they've got these turtle things that Chris is after. Before I go over there. There's my shadow. Okay, so we are in thingy here, B&M. A Marvel Gallery, PVC diorama Hawkeye, big Galactus and Silver Surfer pop. Some more Funko Pops there. Just Captain America thing. A couple of DC figures and Dark Tide. They've only got about 3 DC figures in here. I don't know where they've all gone. They had quite a few before that. And here's another front plinth with these little Ghostbuster figures on. $4.99 each. Sorry if I'm sniffing. Hay fever. Yeah, little Ghostbusters figures. And there's some girl section there, and some Spider-Man's up there. Big doll. Okay, so here we have the Lego. And moving on to some other bits and bobs, cars and stuff, I suppose. There's no real order to how they have their stuff in here. This, you know, it could be put anywhere. I mean, look, you got some turtle stuff here. Some other bits and pieces. There's a Turtles with Stranger Things set. And some more little turtles there. Optimus Prime. And around the other side now, got a few Jurassic Park bits. Some of the silly eggs that you hatch. Godzilla. Some turtles there, and a turtle there. But to be honest, that's about it. I do scan these shelves here for some more. To no avail. Marvel figures up there. So, unfortunately, they didn't have the turtle figures that Chris is after. So, sorry, Chris, about that. But I'll keep an eye out every so often. If you have no joy with them, I'll jump in and have a look. But yeah, so I picked up my curtains for the room. And we're going to head back home and take a look at what spoils the day brought. I'm back home. I'm back home finally. Actually, I went out for very long, but I've done my bits. I've done what I have to do. I've picked up a fair little few bits there. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But first, I want to talk about yesterday. So yesterday, I went to Horsham. I went to my son's, his house, visited him and his girlfriend. My daughter came over with her boyfriend. My other son came over. His girlfriend was away, so she didn't come. And we went out for something to eat. We went out to Wetherspoons and you know, I bought us all something to eat and that there. And it was a really nice day. And I got my Father's Day gifts. I got my Father's Day. Yeah, I know Father's Day was some time ago. I haven't seen my kids since before, about a month before Father's Day. So this is the first catch-up that we've had. They're busy, I'm busy. But what can you do? So anyway, so I got my gifts off of them. I got 2 T-shirts. One is this one that I'm wearing, with this Grimlock patch, done in the style of Jurassic Park. So it's a Jurassic Park and Transformers inspired T-shirt, which is, yeah, quite nice. Let's have a closer look. So that's the patch that's on it, Grimlock. I like that, it's nice. And also this other T-shirt, which is Atlantis, which is Stargate. I do have an SG-1 and now I have a Stargate Atlantis inspired T-shirt. I also have a Sequest one like that as well. Fantastic. Not only that, I got this here. And it is a sort of little display turntable. Because obviously my son knows that when I show off a statue or something, I usually put it onto a Lazy Susan. I'm sort of spinning it out of camera shot with my hand to give it a spin. But now he's bought me an actual little turntable thing so that I don't have to do that. I can display them properly, which is great. Because also yesterday while I was in Horsham, I went to this shop that was there. They said there's this comic shop and sells figures and all this sort of a thing. So I went in, had a look around. Didn't do no filming. But they did have this thing here hanging from the ceiling, as I'm showing you now. It's an alien coming out of an air duct. It looks fabulous. I would love to get one of these for my room. I really would. I've seen a similar sort of one down in Yeovil. And it's the Queen Alien coming through. Like the head of the Queen Alien coming through some doors. There's a shop down there that's got it in its window. They're really nice. Really nice. They're going to be expensive though, but I would love that. I really would. But anyway, so this shop, it was overpriced. Very overpriced in there, you know. But my wife picked me up my anniversary present. It's a Moon Knight statue. Moon Knight from the Marvel TV show. It's in that look of Moon Knight, the grey outfit with all the bandagey looking things on it, as opposed to the white comics Moon Knight. It's a really nice looking statue. I don't know if she's going to give me it early or not. I can't do an opening of it until she gifts it to me. But yeah, so my kids, 3 of them, again, yeah, thank you. I had a lovely day with them. Here's a picture of them. You can see the 3 of them. Just fantastic. It was really nice. They're great kids. I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of father. All 3 of them are very well rounded, very intelligent, and hard workers. They truly are. They really are. Couldn't ask for better. really couldn't. But anyway, so today going to these shops, I did have a £50 on Love to Shop voucher, and I used this in Entertainer and in HMV for my purchases. I've still got money left on it. That was a gift at some point that I had, and yeah, and obviously I still had voucher money on CEX. So in CEX I did queue up. I got a couple of bits off the shelf, you know, normal shelf, normal Blu-rays, and then I saw a steelbook. I said, can I have a look at that steelbook please? It was £35. On eBay it's not that it's, if anyone buys it for this, I don't know, but it was 60, 70 quid, that sort of a price. So I got it, and it's gorgeous. But let's have a look at what I got. Let's have a look at what pickups I've got. Look, I've got a bag full. But anyway, let's do it. So first of all, I'm going to do the Entertainer first. I'm going to do the little bits that I picked up in the Entertainer before getting on to the other stuff. So first up, for £5, I picked up this Wolverine figure, Marvel Legends Wolverine. I do have a Sam Wilson Falcon of the same size, same packaging and all that, so that's nice. Is that the only one? I think they're the only two of them I've got. So yeah, Wolverine. They had 3 of them in stock. 2 of them, the cards were bent on it and that, so I just, obviously this one's perfect, so obviously I was going to grab that one. And then I always look at their Hot Wheel cars. See what if they got any new Batman ones. And I picked up this here, which is a purpley metallic looking Batmobile from the in the style of the animated Batman the Animated Series. And that's beautiful. Look, I mean, look at the purple and pink on them wheels. That's really nice. So I did pick that up as well. Although they're not expensive items. So let's have a look what we've got in here. Should we go HMV first, or should we go... Let's go HMV first. So, I got 2 new releases today. Picked up 2 new releases. First up was a DVD, a film that we haven't been given Blu-ray to. Well, I assume that Germany probably will get one, but it's not really a film that I need on Blu-ray. And it is this alligator film starring Casper Van Dien and Nicky Whelan, called The Flood, and this is all set within a prison. I watched and reviewed this film maybe 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and I had fun with it. It's a cheap film. Some of the acting is questionable. The special effects certainly are questionable, but it was a fun film. I had fun with it. I'm not saying it's a good film, I'm saying it's a fun film. So for me, that's the sort of film, yeah, I enjoyed it. And Casper Van Dien was actually okay in it. Think Con Air meets alligators, Assault on Precinct 13 crossed with Cruel crossed with Con Air. That's what you get here. Yeah, that's good. And then the 4K today, the 4K that came out. And this is for, and I've been looking forward to this, and it is Babylon 5, The Road Home, the new animated Babylon 5 movie. Now, I was lucky enough to see this about a week ago, and I did do a review for it. A review that I will put down, I'll link it in the description below. So if you want to know all about this, if you're a Babylon 5 fan, I've done a review. So go check that out. But we'll take a look. So it's got a lovely slip on it, lovely purples on that as well. Bruce Boxleitner's character there, John Sheridan, Mila Furlan's Delenn, Garibaldi, Michael Garibaldi, Security Chief, Ivanova, and Jakar there, as you can see. And I know the tortoise is making some noise, so you can hear some clanging, that's him. Special features, commentary by creator, writer, executive producer J. Michael Straczynski, actor Bruce Boxleitner, and supervising producer Rick Morales. Also on Blu-ray, feature at Babylon 5 Forever. So yeah, a commentary by J. Michael Straczynski himself, the man who created Babylon 5, the man who is a comic book writer as well, but he wrote a lot of the Babylon 5. He was the first person to ever write the entire season of a TV show. So 22 episodes of something. Not early on, it was later on. There was other writers early on, as well as him. But then later on, he started writing every single episode of the show. And Babylon 5 was one of my favourite sci-fi shows. So let's take a look inside inside it at the disc. This does have the Blu-ray in it as well. There is a Blu-ray release also. I had to ask for this. They didn't have any on show. They had them behind the counter. There was none on show anywhere. I looked in their new release bit. I looked in the 4K bit. So there's the two discs there. Yeah, black one and the blue one. So Babylon 5 4K animated feature. Fantastic. And obviously we are getting Babylon 5 put to Blu-ray at the end of the year. It's coming out in December, I think, early December, and I will be getting that because I loved Babylon 5. I've met all the cast. Unfortunately, 50% of the cast almost are not with us anymore, of the main cast members. A lot of them passed away, which is sad. So they had to get other actors to voice their parts in this animated feature. But there we go. So those were the two pickups from Thingamajig, from HMV. So let's have a look at what I picked up in Thingy. So first up, I picked up the Disney film. And these are films I've not seen. Well, no, sorry. Two of these films are films I've not seen. So first up is Disney's Strange World. The Blu-ray with the slip on it. I thought I'd give that one a go because I've seen clips of it. It looked pretty good. I thought I'd give it a go. Look, $14.99 there, £6. Perfect condition. Disc inside. Obviously, one of their thin cases. Okay, then I picked up for a £5 because I ain't got it in the collection, and that is Last of the Mohicans, Daniel Day-Lewis. I have seen this long time ago though, with my father. So I picked that up as well. One right for a revisit. I don't know if what I've seen before is the director's definitive cut. Probably not. Probably not. And then I thought it was time to visit this film. I thought, do you know what? I've never watched this film. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go and finally see what it's like. Edward Scissorhands. I've never seen it. Never really intrigued me. But it was there, and I thought, sometimes you don't watch something for years and years and years, and then you think, now's the time. Let's give it a go. Let's see what it's like. So, Edward Scissorhands there. And then for that steelbook that I bought, like I said, £35. £35. But I did have vouchers for this. I'm nearly out of voucher now. And I saw this and it was quite striking on the shelf behind the counter. Didn't film any of them. And it is Tombstone. 35 quid. Kurt Russell. Val Kilmer. Bill Paxton in this one, or was he in the other one? I can't remember. Bill Paxton is in this one, yeah. I was getting confused with Sam Elliott as well. So you got a great cast. Obviously, Bill Paxton, I was thinking, no, it's Dennis Quaid is in Wyatt Earp. I like Wyatt Earp and I like Tombstone, but look at that, look at that. It's got the J card thing. It's perfect condition. That's striking in its simplicity. It's got embossing in it. It's got the embossed frame, embossed writing. The guns are embossed on it. That's a really nice looking steelbook. There's the back of it. And there's the interior. Like so. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of Val Kilmer. I don't like Val Kilmer as an actor. Just never really appealed to me at all. My least favourite Batman film, Batman Forever, partly because he's in it. But I think he's fantastic in this film. This is the one film where I can truly say, Val Kilmer, I like you in this movie, but I don't in anything else. Yeah, just, I don't know, I don't like the guy. But there we go, so there's all the pickups. I had to get that. That is, you know, that'll go as one of my top steelbooks. That'll be one of my top. If I'd done the top 10 steelbooks, I got a feeling this would make it into there. Sorry about the tortoise banging. But anyway, so that's it. That's me done. There's the pickups. Have you picked up anything today? Is there anything that you want to pick up? You know, yeah, let me know. Talk in the comments down below. I will say that I will add links to this video to Chris's channel, to the chat with Rob and Lee, and to the Babylon 5 review that I'd done, and I'll link the Flood as well down below as well. You can if you want to go and click on that stuff and see what those films are like and my thoughts on them. I do know that I think with the Flood, I think one of my commenters, Stephen Luther from Sacramento, he went and watched it and he said it's a load of rubbish. So it is all subjective. I myself, I like creature features. I like this sort of a film. The effects aren't great. Seriously, the effects aren't great at all, but I had fun with the movie. I think that, you know, it was quite well directed. If it had a bigger budget, it would have been up there with something like Crawl. It certainly would, if it was, you know, it had the budget to back it up. But there we go. So, there we go, all done. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.